There is a devastating disease that is hidden and ignored. In our modern society, it no longer exists. Yet, in many parts of the developing world, it is feared and kept out of sight. Leprosy disfigures and disables. Leprosy causes discrimination and displacement. Leprosy leads to desperation and depression. These are the hidden people, living in the shadows, limited by disability and isolated by the stigma. Jesus had a special ministry to these people. He touched them. He made them clean. He made them whole. The leprosy mission continues on with this ministry.
The world which we live in values the rich, the powerful and the beautiful. Yet when Jesus came, it was the poor in health and wealth who were drawn to him. Through Jesus' touch, the lives of the outcast, the leper, the disabled and the blind were all transformed. And each was given the opportunity to go back to family and into society. Jesus' act of healing the man with leprosy was a living example of bringing a person back into relationship with God and others. At the Leprosy Mission, we care for people affected by leprosy and disability in the developing world, the poorest of the poor. And our mission is to touch their lives in the same way Jesus did and to show the way into God's kingdom. Although in Timor-Leste, leprosy has officially been eliminated as a public health problem, there are still pockets of the country in which the disease is endemic. We don't know exactly how many people are disabled by leprosy because of the stigma associated with the disease.
Natalie Smith is from Melbourne and works with the Leprosy Mission in Timor-Leste.
We just arrived at a place called Beheda, which is part of Manatutu district. It's about an hour and a half from Dili, and we're going to see a community education session.
Education is our prime weapon in battling the stigma of leprosy. At this session, people are being assured that the disease is a low risk and that it can be cured with little side effects if discovered soon enough. They are being encouraged to get themselves screened for early detection and for their own peace of mind.
When we do leprosy screening, we're checking people's skin to see if there's any lighter coloured skin patches, which is the first sign of leprosy. It's best to catch it early because disabilities only come when nerves have been affected that lead to loss of sensation in the hands and the feet.
Villagers have come from far and wide to this event. Leki Hanat's leprosy has affected his feet. He and his family have walked in from over the mountain to participate and to receive attention. He gets shoes to protect his feet. Through leprosy, parts of his body lose sensitivity to heat, cold and pain and become vulnerable to infection and disease. So these practical gifts of love make life so much better and put a smile back onto his face. From Beheda, we travel to the north coast to Fatimita, a remote fishing village. Here, the Leprosy Mission has set up a self-help group. These groups enable members to work together so that they can survive and provide for their families. Jeff Reno is a member of this group. He used to be a farmer who, due to the damage leprosy caused to his foot, was no longer able to provide for his family. Through the support of the group and the Leprosy Mission, he has been able to learn to fish and can care for his family.
What we've seen here in Timor-Leste is a living example of total leprosy care. Finding and caring for people affected by leprosy and disability is an ongoing process. It starts with identifying and then treating the disease, and we've seen examples of health clinics and people being screened for leprosy. And it goes on to caring for people during their lifetime to ensuring that they can live a full and complete life. We call it Total Leprosy Care, TLC for short. Our regular TLC givers are supporters who enable us to make this happen. Will you join us in becoming a TLC giver?
Leprosy can be cured. Leprosy can be treated. And people affected by leprosy and disability can be helped to lead productive lives. Our mission is to release the hidden people, to find them, to cure them and support them with total leprosy care.